Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 15 of the year 2023. What's in store for all the 12 ascendants, moon signs, or the Dasha sign-wise predictions I'll be taking up in the letter segment. In the initial summary part, I'll be explaining what this week looks like and what is the moon's movement, because it is important to check moon's movement whenever we are doing the weeklies, because that's how it is going to be actually giving the results, how it is interacting with other planets. So do subscribe this channel, because I do weeklies, monthlies, yearlies, innermost, outermost planetary transits whenever they make changes in the sky. And as we all know, we are heading to a very important transit very soon. That is Jupiter's ingress in the sign of Aries. So it's going to be conjunct Rahu after all. So I'll be making a separate video of the same as well. I'm making this video on Friday because I'll be traveling tonight. So I just wanted to complete this as a ritual. And I don't want to dishearten my audience, because they keep waiting for the insights of how the week is going to unwind. So I just want to, how we are going to be, how the week unfolds, in fact. So that's the reason I'm here live. So stay tuned, and I wish you all a very happy Hindu New Year, because it is the Mesha Sankranthi, which we are heading to this week as well. And in different parts of India, we have different names, that we by which we celebrate this festival. Somewhere it is Bihu, somewhere it's Baisakhi, somewhere it is Navavarsha. So we have different names, just Vishu. But it doesn't mean that, we are, different than any other, there's no such, demarcation or bifurcation like a caste, creed, or religion. Nothing can actually divide us. We all are one, and definitely we are going to be celebrating this together. So a very happy festivities, and very happy Mesha Sankranthi. Sankranthi is when a sun ingresses in a particular sign every month, and whichever sign it enters, that is called the Sankranthi. So we are heading to, I hope I'm audible to everyone, because these are live sessions. So if at all I'm not, please let me know. And also, we have to see this week from the 10th to the 16th. And this week, the main highlight is that Sun is going to be ingressing in the sign of Aries. And Moon is going to be transiting 3 zodiac signs. I've already covered Scorpio in the last video. Please go back and watch that video also. It's a very important one. Because many things have happened. Venus is ingress in Taurus sign, and Mercury is also ingressed, already in the Aries sign. So all that I have made in the previous video. Do watch all those videos. And Moon is going to be in Scorpio, Sagittarius, then Capricorn, and lastly in Aquarius sign. So I'll be covering Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius this week. So from the 11th to the 13th, Moon is going to be in the sign of 11th, 12th, 13th, first half in the sign of Sagittarius, Capricorn 13th, latter half, 14th, 15th till the evening. And then Moon will be entering Aquarius sign on the 15th evening after 6:30 p.m. India time, 16th and 17th. So these are all based on India Delhi time, because I will be taking up only India, because I've learned astrology from India. So I always take India as the base. So we are going to be heading to 7 nakshatra transits also of Moon. And here we have Jyeshtha, Mula, Purvashada, Uttarashada, Shravana, Dhanishta, and Shatabisha. So why I tell the nakshatra names? So that you are aware that if you are feeling a little uncomfortable, so see what nakshatras, ingress hampers your day-to-day routine. So Jyeshtha would be starting from the 10th till the 11th. And Mula would be from 11th to the 12th April, 11:58 a.m. Purva Ashara would be on the 12th April, 11:58 a.m. Delhi, India time till the 13th, 10:43 a.m. Purva Ashara, 12th, Uttara Ashara, 13th April, 10:43 a.m. to 14th April, 9:14 a.m. Shravana, 14th April, 9:14 a.m. to the 15th April, 7:35 a.m. Dhanishta, 15th April, 7:35 a.m. to the 16th April, 5:51 a.m. Shatabisha, 16th April, 5:51 a.m. to the 17th April, 4:06 a.m. So why I'm telling you all this, please change your time zones. Wherever you are, change the timing as per your zones, plus, minus. If you are in the west, minus. If you are in towards the east, plus. So that many hours you just add up and you will get to know what exactly is this moon's ingress going to be leading to. Then Mercury is in Bharani Nakshatra, as you know, from the 8th of April till the 8th of May. So being in the sign of Aries with Rahu, now it is forming a connection with Venus, and Sun is going to be in Gandantha from the 11th to the 18th. So any kind of decisions that you have to make related to authority, related to strategy planning, so do not make during this time, because this is a sort of a transitional phase. So you might feel a little uncomfortable. The energies are pretty uneasy. So whenever, planets are in Gandantha, they are actually changing. So there is a transformative energy, from water to the fire sign. So this Sun from the water energy is now going to be, how will you feel, when you have to move from one country to another country? You will feel a little uncomfortable, the travel time. So this is the travel time, basically. Suppose you are changing a metro, as in Dubai, we change metro from one station to another. Then we have a junction point, and then, we just deboard one train and we board another train to reach another station. So that is why it is a transition, it's a junction point. So you are at the junction point, you're, little uncomfortable, uneasy, unsettled. So that's why, but it's not a bad thing, because you are going to be going to your destination, isn't it? So it is very essential to take this in a stride and try to postpone things which are very important in your life during the Gandantha phase. That's all. And Sun being in Aries sign is going to be, is a blemish Sun. Why? Because it's going to be in Rahu Ketu axis. And whenever Moon and Sun are together, or Sun and Moon are opposite each other during the Rahu Ketu axis, also, conjunct Sun or Moon, then is the eclipses time. So we are heading to solar eclipse first, and then we'll be heading to a lunar eclipse next month. On the 22nd, we have, on the 20th, we have a new moon, and we have a solar eclipse. So this actually, eclipses, I must tell you, eclipses are, we consider them very bad, actually. There are so many stories attached to eclipses, and saying that, Rahu Ketu, they are the bad ones, they spoil everything, they eclipse and they grasp sun's energies, moon's energies, the luminaries get eclipsed. But have you ever thought that why these eclipses happen? Eclipses are a reminder, actually. Reminder for one and all, that the sheen of sun and moon can also get eclipsed. So what are we? Who are we? Why this ego? Why this pride that we live in? The false prestige that we carry every day, every minute. Why we think that we are great people, when there is no identity for sun and moon for a while. They remind us that when sun and moon, the luminaries, can get eclipsed, who are we? So Rahu and Ketu, basically, that was all divine plan, Lord Vishnu's plan to, slit the head of Swarbhanu and split it into two halves, the lower body and the upper body. Just because he wanted us to know and understand that eclipses are just a reminder for you to come down, basically. Come down. Be on the ground. Be, feel that energy that no, you're just nothing. But we take it otherwise. We think that, eclipses are bad, they bring about negative energies, we cannot do things and all that. But they are actually helping us to come out of that zone of ego, self pride, and the false prestige that we all are undergoing. So just a, peck of dust, actually, we are just a peck of dust. So let's propitiate sun god, moon god, and of course, Rahu and Ketu, we should thank them. Whenever there are eclipses, we should thank them, saying that, yes, we have learned our lesson. We are going to be taming these energies, the negative energies within us. You have really, reminded us of our karmic lessons. All right. So just have a great sun's ingress in Aries sign. Let's propitiate, let's chant sun mantras. There are 12 Adityas also. So this is a very important Aditya, number 1. So we should actually propitiate Om Grini Suryaya Namaha chants we should do, or any of the chant that you do. And we should also do Surya Namaskar in the morning. Okay. And as you know, moon is going to be in Sagittarius, and Mars. Also, one more thing I wanted to tell you. Mars, Saturn, and Ketu are in the sign. Let me just share with you so that you can make out what I'm talking about. Give me a moment. All right. I hope you can see this. Yeah. Now see, Mars, Saturn, and Ketu. This is a trine. So this trine of desire, it's a very important triad. This is the Kama Trikona. When the Kama Trikona is active, and that too in Rahu's Nakshatra, all the 3 malefic planets are Mars, Saturn, and Ketu. They are all very, very, they are the most malefic planets, and they are in the Rahu's Nakshatra. And this is going to be giving you the desires and motivation, impulsiveness also. You can become power hungry. You must be feeling quite unsettled. Commotion. There's a lot of commotion. I have not seen a single person, calm right now. They are busy doing something. There's a transition happening in their lives. They are just feeling that, they are power hungry. Suddenly they are very impulsive. They are very much relationship oriented, suspicious. What is my partner doing? What is that person doing? Is that person really trustworthy? All these kinds of things are getting aggravated. In friendships, you are having doubts. You're just breaking away from people, from your own siblings. You're not having that trust. You're having that trust issue. You are having problems in your incomes, in your profits, in your gains. You're having that constraint or restriction because of Saturn's actually positioned in the Aquarius sign. Because, the 3rd house is the 3rd sign, or we can say the 3rd house in the natural zodiac, is about messages, about how you receive and conceive the messages, how your neighborhood is, how your community is. So when Mars is there in Rahu's Nakshatra as well, so now you will question mark on all these things. So maybe, your computer will suddenly break down, some phone will stop working, the internet is bad. You're getting very frustrated these days. It's slowing down from time and again. 7th house is about partnerships, business, contracts. You're having issues in exchanges, business exchanges. Some money matters are getting postponed, something or the other is happening, you send some money to somebody and it went somewhere else, banking issues are happening, banks are getting closed, there are certain interaction issues that you're facing. You're saying something, people are conceiving something. So that is also the 7th house energy where Ketu is, and with the Nakshatra ingress of Swati, Ketu is transiting through. 11th sign is Saturn's positioned, Shatabisha. It is also about networking. You have problems in friendships, in networking, in the economy is going down. So all that is because of Saturn in the Aquarius sign. Some new innovative ideas are also definitely generating right now. Too much sci-fi and astronomy and insights, innovation, inventions. These are all also actually, developing. But at the same time, what about the relationships? Relationships, like-mindedness within people, that is missing. So this is actually the trine which is active right now, and it is causing the havoc that we all are, the commotion that we all are going through. See, I am actually known for giving the negative readings also. I don't sugarcoat facts. That's why people hate me. I know that. You're most welcome to write it in the comment section also. I have no issues. I don't delete any comments, as you know. It's just the YouTube people who just, the YouTube has done some words which are foul language, they delete it automatically. But I don't do that. So please write everything, but do understand that there are good and bad points, both which are happening in the universe. So we must see both sides, okay? We cannot just be sugarcoating the facts and just, playing around with people's life. That's what I really don't like doing. So when moon is in the sign of Sagittarius, it's going to be opposite. Let me share with you. It is, this moon is going to be opposite Mars and is going to be aspected by Rahu. Also, I take Rahu, Ketu's aspect also. When moon is in the Capricorn sign, it is going to be in the Kendra to Rahu and Mercury. Okay. And when it is in the sign of Aquarius, it is going to be conjunct Saturn. Okay. So this is what the week looks like. And I take Ketu in the triangle aspect also. So it's very important to understand that you can feel very uncomfortable when it is a Saturn's ingress with moon's ingress with Saturn, because it's in the trine of Mars and Ketu. All right. So this is what the week looks like. And before I start the predictive, I must tell you that there is a conference which is happening. Sorry, one sec. Sorry. So there is a conference which is happening, Maharishi Parashara conference, I must tell you. It's in the month of November. So there is an early bird discount. So please do enroll yourself because it is a very important lecture that I will be delivering there for 2.5 hours, in which I will be elaborately explaining about the transits from the scratch, how to check transits. And it is definitely going to be a very helpful lecture for you. So do enroll there. There are multiple, faculty members there. If you will enroll, you will get to hear their lectures also. If you want only my lecture, you have that option also. You can take that. And if you really want to, want the recording, that will be also provided later. So just go and parashara.com. If you will just click on that link, parashara.com, you will get all the details there. So just enroll. I would request you that just grab the opportunity that you're getting, to learn about so many topics that are going to be shared there. Okay, so let's start with the predictive and to start with Aries. Please, okay, let me first write. This is as per the ascendant, moon, and the Dasha sign. Now, what does this mean? you have to see where your Dasha Lord is posited. Suppose you're looking from Ascendant, Moon, it's not matching that much. So just go to your Dasha. Suppose you are in the Dasha of Moon. Moon is posited in Libra sign. For example, Moon in your natal chart, in your birth chart, is posited in Libra sign. So make Libra your first house and see where the planets are ingressing. So right now, Libra and Moon Dasha, not a good period. You are feeling very, very uneasy already since Ketu has transited through the Libra sign. So when Jupiter ingresses in your 7th house, things are going to be mellowing down, things are going to get better. So I'm just giving an example. Similarly, you can see if you are in a Venus Dasha and it's a long Dasha of 20 years, so just see the Antardasha Lord. Make the Antardasha Lord your first house, okay? Just don't confine to the Mahadasha because there are so many events which are going to take place in that 1-2 years time, okay? So that's why I always use the Dasha sign-wise predictions also. I always say so, okay? So do that. So for Aries people, this week, Moon is going to be ingressing in your 8th house. I've made that video already, so you can just refer to the previous video on the weeklies. 9th, 10th, and 11th houses this week. So in the initial part, you will feel like communicating more with your dad. Travel plans might be getting into, you might be just planning everything related to travels, journeys, and you might be making some changes in your outlook towards life. You're thinking of doing things in a very different manner now. You're not going to be confining yourself to whatever, the complexities that you have been, doing, making it very complex. Now you're simplifying things and you're thinking out of the box also. Maybe, the contemporary thinking has now changed and it has changed you also. You will be feeling those changes rather than losing cool, getting too aggressive. Now is the time the new you is going to just, come up, because Sun is also going to be transiting your first house where he exalts. So this is a beautiful time to understand your soul energy. What is your power? What is it that you should be actually doing rather than just carrying that big load of ego and having clashes with people? No, this is the time. This is going to be giving you a lot of, energy to understand yourself also. You're going to be getting those kinds of moments. And you will be getting in touch with the people you have not contacted from a long time. Maybe, somebody from the past, or, somebody whom you actually want to connect because you have to offload your baggage that you're carrying. So this is a very beautiful week for you to decide about what exactly you want in life. It's a beautiful time for starting or initiating any kind of education, uplifting yourself, enhancing your skills. It is also a very good period for, understanding who's who, what kind of friends you want to be with, what kind of people you want to get involved in. And this is going to be giving you a lot of clarity about the community you move around in also. You will be actually, now eradicating all the negatives from your life. And this is actually the time when, the tride, as I said, the Mars, Saturn, Ketu tride, this is actually a very beautiful tride which has gotten active because malefic planets are actually, in trine to each other. They are trying to tell us that, the desires that we have, the latent desires that we have, are not actually, the goal of life. There is something more, something beyond what we really want to look at. Because it's, after all, Rahu's Nakshatra. See, Rahu's Nakshatra is very good. Saturn's Nakshatra is very good for Mahurata purpose, always. So when we see, because they are negative planets, Jupiter's Nakshatra is not considered to be good, remember. But when it is the Nakshatra of Rahu, it makes you pure, it makes you get healed. So in Shatabisha, Saturn is in Shatabisha. So it's going to give you a lot of transformative energies at the workplace, your karma, quitting your karma you're born for. So this is a beautiful, beautiful week to understand your soul power, your soul energy, where you should be investing, and where, in what relationship you're in, what kind of relationship you should actually be in. So this will give you a lot of clarity about that. Don't be suspicious. It's not worth it. Travel plans definitely are going to be towards positive. Maybe you will be going in for some spiritual pursuits. You're going to be moving to shifting out from the place where you are, thinking about all those things which actually, make your environment and atmosphere and, your conditions change towards better, of course, because the cycle is now going to start with Sun transiting your first house. Sun is what? Sun is our father. Sun is his soul. Sun is the energy, Atma Karaka. When it is going to be in the first house, the cycle is coming to an end. Now it is going to be giving you that shine, that sheen that was missing from your life. So it's good for your children. It's good for your studies. It's good for your, clearing the old dues, the debts that you have been carrying from a long time. Okay, do not get involved in any kind of litigation, road rage, any kind of arguments, unnecessary arguments. It's not worth it. Understand all those things and you are definitely good to go. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. Second. These are live sessions, so pardon me if I'm getting stuck somewhere. Also, Taurus natives, beautiful week for you. Why? Because Venus is in your first house. So Venus is your planet. Venus is your Lagnesh. So if the Lagna Lord is strong, remember, you actually can just sail through any kind of tough period. This is a beautiful phase for you to start with when Moon is in your 7th house. So good connection, you will have with your partner, with the family members. Then you will be actually, moving towards the zone where you will be out zone. Like you will feel that, I must contemplate on things which actually are important in life, which is giving me strength. What is it that I should be following and doing? What kind of path I should be taking to uplift myself, my family, my revenues, my taxes, my income, how I can do all those things, to uplift the whole situation. So that is something which is going to be happening during the middle of the week. And you will be feeling like connecting with the partner, intimately, and you will be getting very much involved in things which are about finances, other people's money. Also, you will be handling everything really well. You have to take care of your health with Ketu in your 6th house. Must take care, with Jupiter's ingress in the 12th house, it'll tone down a lot many things though, but till that time you should actually work on your health. You should take care and eat right kind of foods also. There is a possibility of a place change, job change, transfers that papers that you'll be actually issued. So you should take it in a stride. That is something which is positive. Also take care of your partner's health. There is a possibility of some loss of income of your partner. Maybe, there is a promotion that your partner is waiting and doesn't get it, or anybody in your family who is expecting a raise in the salary and they don't get it. So it might bring about a little uneasiness to that person in the family. Also, we have 2 Mahapurusha yogas forming in the Kendra. So you are getting that opportunity when there is a Pancha Mahapurusha yoga. You actually have that opportunity. The doors are opening actually towards becoming that powerful you, because you're getting that opportunity. So now, whether you use that opportunity towards positive or you just don't, that is all up to you. How you utilize all these energies There is a sun's ingress in your 12th house. Sun's ingress in the 12th house is not considered to be that great, but it is exalted. So you might be spending a lot of money on some gadgets, or maybe you will be visiting some temples, shrines, or some religious places. You feel like conversing with your self more. You want to just understand your deeper realms, your soul, where your soul wants you to, because it's a last sign of the natural of the Taurus zodiac. It's the last sign where sun will be moving into. So you have to understand that there is a difference between ego, and there is there's a difference between self-respect and ego. You don't have to just always lose temper or just be authoritative, thinking that you're the older one or you are in that position. Try to understand other people also. Take other people along with you. That'll help you also. And Jupiter is also going to be joining the sun soon in the 12th house, soon after the eclipse is over, the solar eclipse is over. And moon is also going to be ingressing in the Aries sign. And this is obviously the next week is going to be on this only. But surely you should do whatever you have to plan it during this week. And this will actually be helping you improvise on yourself when there is eclipses time. So when we are heading to eclipses, we should actually try to modify ourselves, because as the story goes, Rahu eclipses sun and moon, Ketu. Rahu Ketu is one actually, Swarbhan. So when we see that Rahu is eclipsing the sun and the moon, the luminaries, it means that we have to give up on our egos. They lose their sheen. Who are we? So we must learn our lessons during this time. Not a good time for litigation, not a good time for proposing anybody whom you feel that is, going to be a potential partner. Maybe this is not the week to propose that person. Good time for getting married, though, if you want to propose for getting married, or the date that you want to get married to, but do it before the eclipses, or maybe you can plan everything before the eclipses, and after the eclipses are over, get married after that. So I'm just giving you a rough idea about the Muhurta also. Okay. So this is it for the Taurus natives. You should do sun chants also. Sun mantras are very important because sun is in your 12th house. So propitiate sun god and attain that power, that energy that you really need this week. Okay. It's a beautiful time for understanding yourself, your hidden you, the inner you. Okay, connect with that. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. 6th house I've already done, so you can just go back and see, watch that video where 9th and 10th, I have covered in Scorpio sign. So when moon is ingressing your 7th house this week, it is a good time to connect with your partner, take your partner out for dinner, just try to build that rapport, that connection with the partner. Or if you are solo, you can build the connection with the people around you, because if 1st house is you, 7th house is the other people, outside world. So you should actually get connected with people cordially. Not that you have to argue with people, you have to fight with people, you have to lose your temper. No need. You being an authoritative, you always think that you're the best, because your 3rd house is ruled by Leo. So Gemini natives, always, they are the perfectionists. So they feel that they are the best. So that's the reason, what happens. There are clashes with the partner or with people around you more, because you want to actually impose your thoughts to on others. Then moon will be transiting your 8th house, and that's happening on the 13th, 14th, and 15th. So this is the time when you will be having a little bit of uneasiness. You might feel unwell. Eating outside food might upset your tummy. So all that can happen. So take care and don't make hasty decision or don't make decisions in impulse, because whenever moon is in the 8th house, it's not necessary that it is going to be giving you uneasiness only. It might be that, you are understanding lot many things. There are revelations. It could be related to you or your partner or the people or your in-laws or the other people, they will be revealing something, or you will be getting to know, because it's a house of secrecy also. So it might just, when moon goes there, it might just illuminate that zone. When sun goes there, it illuminates that zone. So that's the reason you must actually be composed. Do not think that, if you have come to know about the other person, something you have actually, some secret has come into limelight. It should not give you that kind of uneasiness. You should flow with the flow, because the situation is not going to change. It is going to get worse if you react. So stay calm and just agree upon certain things and move on. Okay, don't be suspicious kinds. There is a possibility of suspicion because the trine is active. As you can see, 5th house has Ketu, and 9th house has Saturn, and 1st house has Mars. So you have that tendency to be suspicious and to get involved in things which you are just cooking in your head. So be cautious about these energies. And we are heading to eclipses also. So this might just aggravate. Don't be suspicious of people at the place of work also. Just consider them being your friends. Only then you'll be able to carry forward your relationship, and you will be able to maintain that cordiality, that companionship, and that kind of support that you need at the place of work, rather than getting involved in all these nonsensical fears that you're going through. Don't think negative about everything too much. All right, because I know Rahu energy is there, which is actually also grasping so many energies in your positive energies in your chart. But at the same time, you're going to be getting that kind of opportunity this week to come out of that zone also. So utilize it. By the end of the week, 15th, 16th, 17th, you will feel better. You will feel that, wisdom prevailed, something that you actually get enlightened with. You feel that, oh, wow, this is so soothing. This is so calming. I should have not gone and depleted my energies on things which were not really useful, which were really frivolous. So this is going to be giving you that power ultimately. So when you are going to be getting that power, why not just utilize it beforehand? Okay, and be more powerful when moon ingresses in the 9th house of yours in the end of the week. So here you are going to be feeling quite charged up. You're going to be learning some new languages, some new subjects, enhancing your skills, educating yourself. Good for travels also. If at all you're thinking of investing somewhere, some money, you can do that as well during this week. Venus is as it is in your 12th house. So this actually gives you that compatibility with your own self and other people also. It is a beautiful place for Venus. Actually, Venus exalts in the 12th house for that reason, because it gives you that soul satisfaction there. The 12th house is, Venus minus lust is equals to Jupiter. Okay, so it is definitely going to be giving you some foreign income, some connection with the foreigners, spiritual realms, somebody who's in the hospital you're going to be seeing and you're going to be curing or healing that person. So you have a lot of hope this week to uplift yourself. And Sun is also going to be transiting your 11th house. 11th house transit of Sun is one of the best places, 3, 6, 11, 3 Shaddai. So this is one of the best positions for Sun. And Sun is actually, exalted. So it is a good time to make money out of money. You will get a lot of innovative ideas. You will get connected with influential people. You will meet new people. So utilize this transit, good for progeny's sake also. If you want a childbirth, or if you want to, help your children grow well, this is going to help the children also. Okay. So good for education purpose for student natives. Coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this week, Moon is going to be ingressing your 6th, 7th, and 8th. I've already done the 5th house, which is from the 9th and 10th. 10th, I've already covered in the previous video on weeklies. Please go back and watch that as well. So here, excuse me, Moon is going to be ingressing for Cancer natives in your 6th house to start with, and 7th, and then lastly the 8th. So 6th house transit of Moon brings about clarity about how you can be more organized. What all, what should be done, how you can plan everything well for the upcoming week. So whenever Moon is in the 6th house, you actually focus more on yourself, on your health, on the things which require details. You work harder, at the place of work. This is a service house, a house of servitude. So you become more towards giving. And you actually focus first on your health. Only then you can give others. All right. So this is the time when you will be more involved in uplifting yourself physically. And you will be helping others heal and uplift mentally. So this is also a very good time to get connected with your co-workers, your seniors, your bosses. All that will be the highlight of the Sagittarius ingress of Moon. That is from the 11th, 12th, and first half of the 13th. So plan your calendar, organize yourself, and declutter your environment and your thoughts, because there is a lot of clutter in your thought process also. So you have to organize yourself well, your thoughts also, because it will give you a lot of chaos, a lot of uneasiness, with Mars also looking at the zone. So instead of, thinking so much, work out. Take out that energy on something else. It's better to vent it well, rather than, just being, in that overthinking habit, as it is, Cancer signs. Cancerians are very, very emotional. Too much thoughts they have. They think so much, and they think about others a lot. And that is why, they get the pain also. Too much pain they go through. So you must actually, when Moon is in the 6th house, consider yourself first. Keep yourself up first before helping others. Okay. Plan everything well. The week is beautiful. And then Moon will be ingressing your 7th house. It's good time to connect with your partner physically, mentally, emotionally. Take the partner out for dinner, or go with the partner out for dinner. Just try to, look good, wear good clothes, wear new clothes. And you have only malefics in your kendras. With Sun's ingress here in the 10th house, Sun becomes exalted, and Digbala also is gaining that strength also here. So this is going to uplift you at the place of work. Your connection with your bosses and seniors is going to improve, rather than, getting confused and getting suspicious, and also not getting that kind of recognition till now. That is also going to actually trigger. That is also going to actually now start, you will start getting that recognition from the people. But you must understand the ego, the pride always falls when there are eclipses. So be careful, because you are one of the luminaries. Cancer and Leo, these are two luminaries. So you have to be extra cautious when there is eclipses time. And Sun and Moon are going to be together in your 10th house next week. So just plan everything really well, because Sun is exalted, but at the same time, Rahu is present to bring this ego down. So before going to that zone where somebody, because of some event, the ego falls or the pride falls, you must look at yourself beforehand. Plan everything, because that sheen reduces of Moon. The sheen loses that, Moon loses that sheen. Okay. And because of that, Sun also because of Rahu Ketu energy, loses his sheen, the shine, the energy, the power, the authority. So plan everything really well. If you really want to grow during this time, just don't keep your ego first. Okay? Help others. Do for others. That's what the king does, isn't it? So start doing and giving others. But when moon is in the 6th house, as I said, look after your health. Take care of yourself. Then only you will be able to help others. Moon will be lastly ingressing your 8th house. And we do have Saturn's ingress in the stride of desires in Rahu's Nakshatra. Mars, Ketu, Saturn. These three are in Rahu's Nakshatra. So you are going to be inclined more towards the material realms. You might be planning your traveling. You are going to be getting transformation. Now is the time you're going to be feeling those energies which will actually uplift you. How you can become a better human being, better person. How you can be more helpful to others. How you can look after your health. All those things are going to, those blocks are going to open one by one. So this is a beautiful Saturn's ingress in your 8th house, though we call it Ashtama Shani, but Saturn is in Rahu's Nakshatra after all. And Rahu's Nakshatra is a pious Nakshatra. It's considered to be a good Nakshatra. As far as Muhurta is concerned, I always take, it's in the classic text written that you should pick and choose Saturn and Rahu's Nakshatras. Okay. Whenever you have to plan any kind of Muhurta auspicious timing. And we do have Sun's ingress in your 10th house, which is again happening from the 14th April till the 15th of May, and it's going to be conjunct Rahu. So do not have that chaos in your head. The moment you have that chaos, the talking, and that too much of thoughts in your head, because Mercury is going to be going retrograde as well, not to forget. So there can be problems and issues that you can face with the outsiders. Outsiders as in if you're at work with, you're working for an MNC. So your connection with overseas people might just, create some kind of a problem. Or there can be a chaos or miscommunication also, which can take place. So take care of all those things. And your 5th Lord is in the 12th house. So children are going overseas, shifting out from the place where you are. It can also lead to some kind of growth because of your friends, the friend circle, or the friend circle is expanding because Venus is in your 11th house. And you have avenues starting for, you're going to be getting into that zone where your avenues are opening up for you to make money. You're going to be having a lot of people who are going to be helping you out in deciding about your financials. Or maybe, you're going to be taking help of the experts, or you're going to be solving all the issues that you have been facing in the financials, business planning. All that is going to get triggered up during this week as well. Venus being in the 11th house. So this is what, and we do have Saturn's ingress in the Sagittarius Navamsha till the 16th of April. So you just have to be cautious about your health, as I said, when Saturn is in your Sagittarius Navamsha all through. So just do not get involved in any kind of litigation or any kind of court case right now. Okay. It's not going to be helpful. It doesn't mean that you're going to be involved into it, but it's just that you can refrain from filing a lawsuit. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 5th, 6th, and 7th houses this week. So this is going to be a beautiful time for starting a new relationship, proposing the person you have been waiting for to propose. You have 2 Mahapurusha yogas in the Kendra. So this is going to be opening the blockages now, because it is the big world waiting for you now. 2 Pancha Mahapurusha yoga, it's not a joke, actually. So it's a beautiful time for starting any kind of new venture, new business, new job, change of place, travel planning, education, anything to do with your aesthetics, buying or selling of any jewelry, clothes, garment, all those are going to be flourishing as well. Metal industry. And also, this is the time to connect with your, with your skills, how you can brush up your skills. Saturn is looking at your ninth house. Ninth house is the house of higher learning. So this will actually help you understand yourself better. So when you are opening up to that extent in your head, in your mind, in your thoughts, then definitely you're being receptive. You're receptive to other religions, other culture, other scriptures, other, any kind of knowledge which uplifts you. You're receptive. You're just calling for it. Sun is as it is coming out of your 8th house. Oh, beautiful, beautiful month that you're heading to. Though there is an eclipse also happening in your 9th house, so you have to be cautious. Don't travel during that time. Don't discuss anything which is going to hurt your dad, your mom. Avoid. Leo people actually, have a problem during the eclipse's time because, they are, it's obviously ruled by Sun, and Sun only is going to be getting eclipsed during this time. Moon, Sun, they only get eclipsed, right? So what exactly does this mean? You have to give up your ego, your solitude. You have to be a people's person. Work through yourself. This is giving you an opportunity. This eclipse is giving you an opportunity to understand yourself and come to base. You're flying too high. Come down, stay put, understand, contemplate. What is it that you should be doing? What is it that doesn't involve ego and doesn't harm others? How you can take people with you and let them also grow. Work as a leader, as a king does. He's solo, but he takes everybody along with him. The masses, Saturn is looking here, right? So the authoritative figures have to be extra cautious in planning their strategies, in planning their work, their travels, their connection with influential people, politicians. They have to be cautious about all these things. But at the same time, they will really get enlightened, illuminated by the end of it, because eclipses don't last. They're here just for a few hours. And of course, their impact is for a few weeks or months, but definitely this is the time when you are going to be initiating something big. All right, you're going to be involved in you'll be paid off for your work and effort that you're channelizing through. And Moon is going to be in your 7th house, conjunct Saturn lastly, and it's going to be giving you a lot of, before that also, it is going to give you a lot of time to plan everything well, diet plan, your workouts. You're going to be really, on the toes. You're going to be really working harder this week. Your children will be working really harder as well. And good results on coming your way, because Jupiter and Sun are also going to be transiting out of your 8th house after all. And it is going to be actually, when it's leaving, it's in the Gandantha zone, it is going to give you that clarity about so many things now. Because you're on that journey now. That journey is beginning, because when it's the 8th house, it's the house of death. Then 9th house starts another cycle. So this is the cycle which you're entering with Sun transiting your 9th house. So new avenues are going to open. You're going to be actually looking at the world in a different way, with a different eye now. Okay. So just go grab it. If you have any plans to change the job, just go grab it. You're going to be definitely doing well. Just be a little careful about your relationship, because there is a very highly volatile energy on the 3rd, 11th, and your 7th houses. So your relationship with your people, with your friends, with your siblings, with your wife, with your husband, with your partner, you have to be really very careful, because this is a very sensitive point which is actually triggering right now. Okay, you have to maintain and balance everything really well. Your partner might be just, getting a little indifferent and detached, okay, or very spiritual. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. And Virgo natives, actually, I always say that Virgo is really susceptible to disease, loans, debt. So just, activate one area of life always, Virgo. Keep some loan in, something, you should buy on loan and start repaying gradually. This is a remedy I'm giving for Virgo natives, because otherwise, you will either suffer with disease or some open enmity or some kind of people who will be backstabbing you, or something to do with your, organizing is missing, you're not able to work properly. So all those things, can be balanced out by keeping a loan on your head always and start repaying slowly and gradually all through your life. Just a remedy. Now for Virgo natives, moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. So you are a homey person this week. You want to spend time with your children, with your family, with your childhood friends. You want to call them home, and you want to just work through or connect through your past life. So this is also past life, I consider. But definitely you will get some good ideas when you are rejuvenating yourself, you're relaxing. You get good ideas. You might be working at home, or you're working from home, and maybe you're going to be having some kind of connection with people who are going to be giving you some insights from the childhood, your value system. So you have to be little extra careful about your emotions, because 4th house is ruled by moon, and moon, 4th house, not the sign, but I'm not talking about this sign, which is Sagittarius here, but yes, moon is quite emotional when it is in the 4th house. So you have to be careful about your emotions, tame those energies, and do not just get carried away. Okay, just don't get carried away. So then moon will be transiting through the sign of Capricorn in your 5th house. This is also a good time for your, getting connected with your children, your partner, romance. You can trigger with your romance, intimate relationship, hobbies, pursuing your hobbies. You're thinking of doing things which actually uplift you. And also, there's a Saturn energy in the 2nd house from there. So children might be becoming very serious about the studies, or they are going to be choosing something which are, some subjects very seriously and meticulously. It's a beautiful time for rejuvenating yourself also. Sometimes, you want to take a break and you want to do things, take it easy. That is what is that energy this week. And gradually moon will be inching towards Saturn in the 6th house. So you should not be very lazy. You should not procrastinate. Start sweating out. Just work out and sweat it out, so that you get that energy vent, and you get to grow spiritually also. This is the house of healing. If you will heal yourself, only then you will be able to help others. And it's a house of servitude. Workload is going to increase, definitely, exponentially. So you have to be cautious about your relationship with the co-workers also. It is definitely going to be very, very important. Okay. So this is the time when you will be having some kind of news, or you'll be getting some news related to your job, and your work, and maybe, at the place of work, there are some changes being made in the policies, or people are going to be, maybe a change of department is happening, some strategy planning is happening heavily. The workload is definitely going to change, and it's going to be too much. So you have to be prepared for that also. Virgo natives are having their 7th house hemmed between two malefics, and then Sun is also going to be ingressing your 8th house, and the eclipse is in your 8th house also. So must take care of your health. That's something which you have to be cautious about. And, just offload the baggage that you're carrying from a long, long time. That vent is required. It has to be about your family, about your partner. There has to be some baggage that you have to offload. Don't take it too seriously, in your life. You're becoming very serious about things. Let things happen. Flow with the flow. It's going to be helpful. It's definitely going to be helping you. And with the eclipse happening in your 8th house, you're definitely going to be transforming. You're going to be getting that, that the change that you're looking for. Eclipses are here to tell you that, you have to calm down. You have to come down. You have to, your ego has to actually, be tamed. Pride leads to fall. And this saying is because of the eclipses. Eclipses happen to the sun and the moon, with sun and moon, the luminaries. So it is about when the source of energy, the light, that can get eclipsed. Who are we? All right. So just learn the lesson that these eclipses are trying to convey. Okay. So it is a good time for formulating your plans, just laying the foundation to new projects. Think about goal setting now. It's going to be a foundational phase for you. And then the cycle is going to start after Sun leaves the zone. Jupiter is going to be transiting here also. So there is a lot of, can you see, commotion which is happening in your 8th house? A lot of planets in the 8th house energy is going to happen. So this is the time when you would be having a lot of understanding about your own self and the realms that you are going to be experiencing in the future. So foundation is going to be laid, and you have to actually understand yourself better to grow. Okay. This week is a beautiful week for you. You are going to be getting in touch with your friends from the past, and you're going to be getting some good news. And also there is a possibility of a new romantic relationship also. Okay. Just take care of your speech, and eat right, because Ketu is there. So dental issues can be there here and there. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses. So this is the time to communicate. This is the time to plan your travels. If at all you're thinking of traveling, if you're already in that mode of documentation or, PR, visa. So all that is also going to get triggered up. And in case, just give me a moment, I'll just drink some water. It's been a long time. It's a live session. I'll start again with Libra. Okay. So for Libra natives, this week, moon is going to be transiting your 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses. So here, moon is going to be giving you a chance to communicate your mind. Whatever your blockages are, whatever you are not able to vent out, now you will be getting that chance to communicate, chance to vent. Utilize this week. And also, you don't have to be, you have to be very cautious about your relationship with your siblings also, because Mars is in the 7th house. So you can have complications with in your relationships. If you're thinking of any kind of documentation, visa application, if you have to travel overseas, short journeys, anything of that sort is going to get activated with moon's ingress in the 3rd house. That's what I mean. And then maybe, if you're planning any kind of foreign journeys, foreign travels, Mars is also in your 9th house, being the ruler of the 7th. So travels are on cards. So plan everything. See, you cannot activate a particular house unless you do that thing or you plan anything like that. The house has to get activated after doing that action. Okay. If you don't act, it will not happen. So you have to put the effort. The house of effort is getting activated. So if you put the energies towards those areas positively, in a correct manner, then you will get the results. You might be very homey, working from home during the middle of the week. You might just want to be at ease. You want to just connect with your childhood friends. You want to connect with your partner or your family, or you want to discuss certain things, related to your house or house change, residence change, or maybe, your something to do with your paperwork, maybe, address change or something like that. That is also quite possible. Maybe changes in your house. At the home front, you're going to be making certain changes, decor change, or maybe, bringing in new furniture, painting, some new paintings you're going to be putting up at home. So all that is also quite possible. But you're going to be very practical also about your financials this week. You're going to be practically working through, okay, I have to be very cautiously spending now. I've spent a lot of money. Now I have to save. All those things will also go into your head. They will be running through your head as well. And there is a possibility of getting connected with your children, children going overseas, quite possible because of their education, because the trine is active. You must understand the trine of Ketu, Saturn, and Mars, that is active. So this actually is a trine where, it's a desire. It's a trine of desire, the trine of desire. So this is a very important phase to understand yourself. Whatever you're expecting in life actually is not what you actually maybe, are going to get, or you don't want that, or that's not the right path. Maybe you're thinking that, you're waiting for something, you're thinking that this will activate and this will trigger the other event, but it's not going to be like that. Maybe, it's God has a different plan for you. Okay. So you might just get detached from your desires with these detaching planets there. Okay. So understand the gravity, understand the potential that you have. Only then you will be able to get into that zone to understand others. Sun is also going to be getting exalted in your 7th house, looking at your 1st house. So this is also a good time to connect with your seniors, authorities, starting a new venture. But at the same time, you have to tone down on your ego, because, this is not the time to have ego clashes with the people or your partner, as a matter of fact, in relationships. Okay. Because in relationships, you have to be giving, not just expecting from others. And Rahu energy is trying to tell you that as well. Rahu is a very materialistic planet. Rahu says, I want more and more and more. But Sun is the king, Sun is the power, Sun is the ego, Sun is losing its sheen, its energy when Rahu and Ketu are coming close in this Sun and Moon axis. So you have to be cautious about your karma. What you perform, you get. Okay. So Venus is in your 8th house. So you have to be cautious about your spendings. You have to be cautious about your health also. So if you really want to look good, you must work out. Okay. And it could maybe fulfill your desires, physical desires, sexual desires, all that. All those desires are at its peak. So you might be just, getting into too much. So just too much is that indulgence is too much. So you have to avoid all that as well during this week. Okay. Good time to connect with your father. Good time for journeys. You can do that as well. But at the same time, you have to be cautiously playing out on your emotions, because you have to understand what exactly do you want. Okay, there is a latent energy which is bringing you that clarity. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses. And this is, see, 1st house transit, you can just go back and watch the video on the weeklies. The previous week, I've covered Scorpio's ingress moon's ingress in Scorpio sign. So this is from the 11th that I'm covering, because 11, 12, 13th is going to be moon's ingress in your second house. It's right opposite Mars. So you might get very agitated to start with, you feel that, or you can be very much inclined to make more money. You're going to be having that zeal, that enthusiasm, and those avenues are going to open for you. Okay, I must now adopt some other ways to make money, or maybe you'll be planning your budget, you'll be connecting with your family and seeking their help, their advice as to how you can be improvising on yourself, to activate certain things which are missing. You cannot do it all alone. You need people to come with you and help you out. Okay, and this is a good time for getting connected with your own people also, with your siblings, with your neighbors, with the peers, with your children. So this is a very beautiful transit for you, and it's going to be leading to a lot of communication also. Communication gap that you have been experiencing will actually get filled. So plan your short journeys now. There is a possibility of you traveling overseas also, but at the same time, there can be complications there because there is a Ketu energy in the 12th house. So paperwork, you have to be cautious about the documentation, okay? And if you are thinking of change of place, so this is definitely the time. Venus and Saturn are forming two Pancha Mahapurusha yogas. One is Sasa Yoga and one is Mallavya Yoga. And this means that the blockages are opening in your relationship at the home front. Everything is opening. And when these blockages open, you definitely are going to be a changed person. So this might bring about clarity about your relationship. You might start a new relationship, or you might get married if you're solo, or you will meet the potential partner. So this is a beautiful time for you to actually find a right kind of place for yourself in life. Okay, and 7th house is also hemmed between two malefics. We must remember Rahu and Mars on the either sides. So this might bring about some blocked energies to your partner. Wants to make some decisions related to him or herself, but is not able to. So this is because of these energies. You feel that there is some claustrophobia. You want to just make money out of money. You want to fly, you want to do things, you have a lot of desires to fulfill, but you're not able to. So that is what is the blocked energy. So this week you will get that clarity also, how you can find the right kind of path to come out of that blockage or that suffocation that you're going through. A lot of commotion is going on, actually. You don't show, but there is a lot of commotion, because on the home front, we have a Saturn, and in the 8th house, you have a Mars, and you have a Ketu in your 12th. So there is somebody who's in the hospital you're looking after, or maybe you're spending a lot of money in the overseas places. You're not feeling comfortable also during this time. Sun is going to be ingressing your 6th house, which is considered to be good. 3, 6, 11 houses are 10 houses. The Upchaya houses are considered to be good for Sun's ingress in the 6th house. So this is the time when you will be actually regulating your meals, your diet, your fitness, your regime. You're organizing everything well. You're the authoritative you. You're going to be serving others well. You'll be taking the help of others to complete the tasks also. So this is a beautiful week for you to, plan everything well for your future, for a brighter future. Rahu is also there. So you might, I'll be making a separate video on the solar eclipse. But surely this week you have a lot of energy to understand yourself. You have a lot of desire to understand yourself. That fire, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that. That clarity you will be getting now. All of that is going to get triggered up, but you have to be organized. You have to get into the depth and the details of everything. And any kind of health issues, if you are experiencing till now, you surely, the Dhanvantari, that is the sun, is going to be ingressing your 6th house. So you're going to be getting that cure also. You'll be changing the doctor, or you'll be changing the treatment. So or the line of treatment, okay? medication. So you will be actually getting a lot of relief now in case you have been suffering with the health issues. And moon is going to be also, making you feel about your family, how your family values are, getting connected with your childhood friends, childhood days. All that is also going to get triggered up. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, moon is going to be transiting your first house, your second and your third houses this week. And it's a beautiful time for understanding yourself, your relationship better, how you can improvise on your looks, how you can look good as outside, inside out, in fact. So this is the time to understand yourself and your people well. You might be very emotional, on the 11th, 12th, 13th, first half. You will be very emotional. You will just be, thinking, making castles in the air. I want to grow big. I want to do many things, better things. All that is on your mind, when you're very emotional, as I said, and you're thinking about freedom, growth, expansion, how you can, maybe travel out to different countries, different places, going in for a trek. You want to climb a mountain. You're thinking about all those things, when moon is in your first house. Going to a forest, to a jungle, to stay somewhere where, you just want to be. All those energies are pretty heightened. And then moon will be ingressing your second house. And you must also understand that there is a trine which is working, as I showed, Saturn, Mars, and Ketu. They are all in the trine of desires. So that trine of desire actually is getting impacted and actually pushing you to rethink about your resources. What is it that, you really want? Is it a relationship, or is it my friends, or is it my own people? How can I uplift myself? How can I just be a better version of me? So you're thinking about all these things now. You're thinking about growth. You're thinking about improvising on yourself. So this commotion that you're going through will calm down after the eclipses. You will feel the energies have just vanished because the eclipse is happening in your Purva Punya house, that is the fifth house. Seek your children for advice. They will guide you through. If you are looking for childbirth, this is the time you will conceive. Okay, people say that eclipses is the time we should not, the pregnant ladies should lie down and stuff. All those people say. But generally, I have seen the children who are born under eclipse, they become very, very, they are very down to earth, and they actually aspire to grow. They aspire, they look up to people, they look up to smaller happinesses in life, and they just rise and shine. That's the eclipse spawn babies. And as it is, sun will be in Gandantha. So there will be a lot of commotion right now, as to how you can, be toning down on your emotional bent of mind towards your family, or, you want to choose between yourself and your family. All those commotion, all those energies are pretty heightened during this time. You want to be in this relationship or not? You want to stick on to this person or not? All those things are going to be going in your head. Follow that, follow your heart, but at the same time, don't hurt others. Don't use them as a step ladder and go ahead. Don't do that. Okay. And you do have a Venus in your sixth house. So this is a good time to heal yourself and find the cure that you have been looking for, and look after your health, look after your body, look after your looks. All that is, and organize yourself well. Okay. So that's something which this week moon is going to be doing to all of us, Sagittarius. And also, I have to speak about Mercury. I've not spoken about Mercury being your 7th and the 10th lord. This might bring about some changes at the workplace also. Maybe, children are going to be joining new jobs, your child, or maybe, they are thinking of traveling overseas or investing in places where, you will get money out of money. You will be getting those ideas also. So definitely a very positive week for that as well. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. For Capricorn natives, moon is going to be transiting your 12th house, first house, and second. So this is a very good time because the cycle is coming to an end when moon is in the 12th house. This is a good time for solitude. You want to just be in that zone where you want to understand yourself, the hidden realms, how you can work on yourself, how you can improvise on yourself. You will be focused on all those energies when moon is in the 12th house. You're thinking about growth. You're thinking about starting new projects, thinking about how you could not achieve in the past whatever you should have, you could have. So all those hows, whos, whens, all those questions are going to be running into your head, and then you will calm down. 2 quarter days moon is going to be in there. So you will get that opportunity, that chance to understand yourself better and to improvise on yourself from your mistakes that you have committed in the past. 27 days. Moon cycle is 27 days. So this is a beautiful time. I always consider 12th house transit of moon the best, because you have experienced the whole thing, the whole cycle. Now you want to actually work on yourself. So then comes the real you, because then moon transits the first house. So this gives you that energy to actually activate those areas which you could not earlier, because you've learned lessons now. You've learned your lesson, and now you're going to be moving into that zone where you are now an experienced you, a new you. Okay, so just improvise on those areas. Don't be too overly emotional, and don't make any decisions in impulse also when moon is in the first house, which is happening on the 13th, 14th, and 15th. So take care, latter half of 13th, in fact. So be practical and make the best use of this time to actually sow the seeds, and because the whole cycle has just started, sow the seeds, and then you see how they become the best part of you. And moon will be ingressing Aquarius sign and joining Saturn in the second house. You'll be very meticulous about your planning on your financials. You'll be seeking the help of the experts, or maybe some family member you'll be actually going in for an advice from, and you will be getting that clarity also, which zone you should be actually focused on, where you should actually focus more on financials, how you can make money out of money, which is the area which is missing out, which you're missing out, because you have malefic planets, in the Kendra. Rahu and Ketu are ingressing your Kendra houses. So this is also bringing about a lot of indulgence in the home front. Or maybe your home activities are increasing, or you're building a house and you're just investing a lot of time there. That is also quite possible. And there is a possibility of a job change or loss of job also. So be careful, stick on, or maybe, you're going to be not uplifted, but maybe not promoted, but demoted at the place of work. That's a better situation rather than losing out on job, because, there are so many layoffs going on, and it is quite possible that layoffs keep happening, in future also for quite some time. So we all have to be cautious about that. It's the Saturn's punishment, as we say, because people who actually, just didn't work during the COVID times, they were thinking that we'll be working from home forever, as if, and they just took it easy and did not work. Those are the people Saturn is actually, asking to quit the karma. So that's the reason, the strict disciplinarian, which is transiting the 11th sign of the natural zodiac, the Mool Trikona Rashi, is actually pushing us make certain decisions, which actually the Saturn is wanting us to do. So there is some hidden agenda. Okay, so till the time we learn our lessons, we are not going to be changing, and we are not going to change the situation also. So we have to change our inner you, inner us, and only then we will get the better us. Okay, Saturn will give us the fruits. Then Sun is also transiting your Kendra. Sun is going to be forming a connection with Rahu and Ketu. Moon is going to be joining. Mercury is there. So this is going to be, and Mercury is going to go retrograde also. Mind you, this is going to go retrograde also. So this is a very, very charged up energy in your fourth house in the Kendra. So any kind of changes that you were anticipating or maybe you were not even expecting are going to come your way. So just be prepared for this and just don't be too egoistic, don't be too authoritative, and don't just dominate others during this time. Just lie low, lie low. This is the time to lay low and just do things calmly. Venus is in your trine. It's a good transit for you. Being the Yogakara Graha in the fifth house, you are getting a chance to quit the karma. So just donate or get a female child married who is unmarried. Help her get married. Donate something in whites. It'll be good for you to upgrade yourself. Improvise on your situation by learning something new. Join a new course, join new, enhance your skills. All that is also very positive, right? So yeah, so this is what Capricorn is going to be experiencing during this week, and it's a beautiful week for the changes that you actually, are looking forward to. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, Moon is going to be transiting through your 11th house, 12th house, and first house. So I've made the video on the Scorpios ingress. Please go back and watch that video in the previous weeklies. That's going to be happening on the 10th. So 11th, 12th, and the 13th first half, Moon is going to be in your 11th house. So this is a good time for initiating anything new projects, meeting influential people, investments, planning something in regards to your investments or friendships or community you move around in. You want to start some new business, new startups, something to do with initiation, that is as it is going to take place because of Rahu in the trine to this Moon also. So there is a possibility of some travel plans, short journeys, getting involved in new relationships, new information technology, innovative view is going to get triggered up during this time as well. Saturn and Venus are forming two Panchamahapurusha yogas in the Kendra. So definitely those blockages are going to open. You will get to know what exactly is your path of life now. Whenever the Panchamahapurusha yoga, if you will read in the classic text, is a kingly transit. You will become king, you will have royal, all the royal things in life. But it means in the today's era, in today's world, it means that whatever you are actually not able to understand, your hidden realms, that you will get the clarity and you will grow. See, we cannot grow ourselves. We have to put effort. We have to channelize the efforts towards positive. Only then we get the results. So this is the time, a powerful time to understand yourself, the hidden you, the hidden potential that you have. And it is going to uplift you, upgrade you also. Saturn in the first house makes you very isolated, very, very indifferent. So that indifference is because you are going to get mature. You're going to get sensible by the end of this transit. You're going to get to understand after a lot of hardships, you will understand by the end of the day that, yes, this is what I deserve and this is what I wanted. So this is a beautiful time to understand those things and to make the best use of your potential and investments on cards, because Mercury is in the trine to your 11th. And before it goes retrograde, just use this time to decide about your investments, decide about your communication with people, communicate with your siblings, your children, your peers, the group that you move around in, and just try to understand things better. Okay, because when you isolate yourself, you're not able to grow. Remember, in isolation, you don't grow. You just think about the past more. So thinking about the past is one thing, that you're learning something, okay, referring the past and you grow, that's different. But just brooding over the past, that's not actually the right thing to do. So just come out of it, come out of that zone and grow. Okay, Sun being in the third house is also going to give you that courage, that boost, that upliftment also. You're going to be making those risks, you'll be taking those risky decisions now. Okay, good for the children, student natives going overseas. It's a good time, but it is not a good time for following your, your hobbies, etc. You can be into sports activity. That's good. Workout. And meeting a spiritual guru is also quite possible. Maybe some complications with your relationship with your dad can come up. And because Ketu, because Sun and Moon get eclipses with father and mother, you can have issues or they can have health issues. Take care. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. I have a flight to catch, so I'm just rushing up. So sorry. For Pisces natives, Moon is going to be ingressing your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. So this is the time when you will be having a lot of emotions at the workplace, attached to the workplace. You're going to be thinking about growth too much, or maybe you want those accolades or acknowledgement from the workplace, from your people at the workplace. Connect with them, be a leader, because Sun is also going to be leaving your first house. So the ego has to go, and then Sun will be in your second house, which is the 5th from your 10th house. So this is going to give you new ideas, innovations. You're going to be actually transforming because of the people around you move around with. But don't fall prey to the circumstances or circumstantially victimized in such a manner that you keep brooding about small things, why I did not get that, why I couldn't do that. Just, you've fallen, get up, just start running again. That's what life is about. Saturn is in your 12th house as it is, it will give you a lot of energy to do things, start from scratch. Saturn in the 12th house is 12th from the 1st. So this means that you have to do you have to put a lot of efforts, channelize your energies properly so that you can get the results also the way you are expecting. Okay, you put efforts in the right direction, only then you get the results also. They'll be paid off. You feel little uncomfortable, claustrophobic, you put efforts, you want to do things, you're not getting that kind of result. So you're feeling quite jittery and uneasy also, because you have Papa Grahas in your Kendra. Jupiter is also going to be leaving gradually. It's in the Gandantha, almost in the Gandantha. So you feel that commotion is there. You're not getting that kind of relief. So soon you will. Don't worry about that. You surely will get that relief from your health also, health issues that you're going through, and from the people at the place of work also. You have been having a lot of issues at the place of work, of late. You're going to be getting that relief as well. Plan your journeys well, in case you're thinking of moving away from the place where you are, or any kind of purchase of property, litigation, etc. That is also going to actually happen, or it is going to be the culmination time. So this is also a good time to connect with your children, with your siblings, with your father-like figures. Just take care of your health, your speech. Don't adopt fraudulent ways to make money. This is not going to pay off, because Saturn is looking at your second house. Save money. Don't be a spendthrift. You're unnecessarily wasting your time and money. So save. And Ketu is in your 8th house. Any which ways, you have to take care of your health. All right. And your teeth also, your teeth area, your lower abdominal area as well. All right. So this is it for all the 12 ascendants, moon sign, all the Dasha sign wise predictions. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all liked the video. So do hit the like button, do hit the bell icon, so that you can be notified the moment I upload the video. And these are all live sessions, so give some time. The transcript will appear after 24 hours. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, everyone. Have a great Hindu New Year and Mesha Sankranthi. Om Tat Sat.